Hello, my name's Jim. I'm a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu teacher at Living Art Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I'm going to show you how to do some of these stability ball tricks today. First, some basic safety. Make sure that if you want to try this, it's at your own risk, and that you can take a good fall, because you're eventually going to fall. And make sure you have plenty of space, because it's not just that you're going to fall thud on the ground. You're going to have some distance and then fall. So make sure you got plenty of space. You might want to do it on a soft surface. I'm here on this grass. The softer the surface, the slower it's going to be and easier to learn. So I recommend taking each of the steps that we go through and take some time to master it. Because as you master each piece, the next one will be a little easier and a little safer. We'll do this as safe as possible. If you get hurt, you might be done. So let's check out some of the basics. Okay, so first one I think you should learn is going on your knees, on your base, on the ball. First off, you put your hands on the ball, slowly roll into it, and you watch my feet in the back. I grab with my feet too. Hands down, base wide. Wider your base, more stable you're going to be. So sit low on your butt, feet grabbing, hands on it, and just take some time to learn how to maintain this. If you feel like you're going to fall, just bail. Don't try to hold on and then fall awkwardly. If you feel like you're going to fall, just jump off real quick. Okay? So take some time to master this. Low on the ball, hands on the ball. Then take your hands up a little bit. Okay? Next step I'd say would be trying to sit up tall. Whoop. Try to sit up tall on the ball. Sit low, sit tall. Okay? Once you can sit tall, try to lean forward a little. Lean your head back, your knees forward. Okay, again, if you're going to bail, try to not just bail straight into your knees. Try to just fall off to the side. Let's see. Okay, so lean forward, lean back. Forward, back. After that, I would say maybe try to bounce a little. Okay, back and forth. The more control you can do it with, the more prepared you'll be to move on. So, next, I would say, is this one. Hands back up. Pick up a foot. Put it back. Try the other foot. Okay? If you do that, try one hand. One foot, opposite hand and foot. See how long you can hold it for. Okay? Alright, I already did it without saying. Getting up on a foot. This can be a little bit of a dangerous maneuver because you don't want to fall in awkward ways over your shin. So again, be prepared to sit back down or just to bail off, okay? So you can give it a little tiny bounce and up on your foot. Okay, this will prepare you for when we try standing up later. Okay? So that's the basics of your base. Being on your base here, on your knees. Okay? Once you've mastered sitting on your knees, I'd say you're ready, I'd say you're ready to try to sit on your side, which can improve your overall time that you're balancing, because it's a way that you can kind of catch yourself. If you're like, whoa, I'm gonna fall, and you don't know how to flip on your hip, you're just having to bail off or fall. If you're able to flip onto your hip, you can go, whoa, I'm falling, and drop onto your hip. Okay, so this is the first combo to start getting to a seated position. I'd say go this far and try to balance here. Okay, if you have to restart, just get off. Okay, but our next step is going to be going from your hip to a little bounce and then popping back onto your base. Okay, so on your hip, pop back on your base. Once you're comfortable with that, try coming around to the back here. Mind you, I'm using my hands behind me at this point. My hands flip behind my back, and your hands are going to help stabilize you a lot here. Okay? Now, sitting like this seems like the most basic. I'd say try this second. Because there's some funny ways you might have to bail. If you start going back that way, you might have to bail really goofy. And if you fall this way too, it can also be a kind of dangerous way to fall. So I'd say knees first, flip onto your hip, then try this. Okay? So once you're able to do this confidently with your hands, the trickier way is to use no hands. Let's see if I can do it. That bounce, get back up on your base. Okay, and you're not going to be perfectly looking straight. A lot of times when you do this, you'll end up doing a 180. You'll be looking the other way than you started. That's fine. As you start getting more advanced at it, you can try looking forward the whole time and do it more straight on. That's a good one because, again, if you start to fall, you can bail and save yourself. Keep balancing. And no one knows that you lost your balance for real. Okay? Some other things to try while sitting on the ball would be feet wide. You're in a pose where you get your feet real wide. You can stretch out a little bit, lean back, and put your back on the ball. Okay? I was on my legs really before, on my butt. Now I'm going on my back. This is much trickier. Okay, when you get here, you might be able to do some circles. Okay. When you get real. Okay, now we're going to try standing on the ball. Make sure you got tons of room to fall for this one, because this one's a little dangerous. You might have to bail. Okay, first few times you might have to bail. In fact, I encourage you to bail the first few times. So let's watch how it works. We do our base. I put my hands on, get up on one foot. Now, I'm gonna do a tiny bounce. I'm gonna switch to being on both feet. Okay? You're gonna start being squatted. And you don't wanna stay here for too long because this takes a lot of energy. Try to stand pretty rapidly. Being standing full on is easier. And at first, if you need to bail, jump back to your feet. Don't try to stay on the ball anymore. Okay, so again, foot up, little bounce, stand up. Whoa. Bail out if you need to. Now, I'd say it's easier to go from standing to your butt, okay, than trying to go back to kneeling. So we're gonna try that. Bounce up, standing, and then we're gonna go back to our butt. Hand behind, in front, here. I think that's a safer way than going back to your knees. But it's always safer just to give it a little bounce and just jump off if you feel like you're having trouble. Okay? And also, you might notice I'm sweating a lot. It's pretty hot out here. You don't want to have sweaty feet or wet feet in any way when you do that, because you don't want your feet to go boom off the ball. That's a very dangerous way to fall. Okay, now a pretty advanced trick is going to be trying to get up on one knee. Remember when we first started? Here, I'll go. Remember when we first started? we're grabbing with our feet to help us, we're definitely going to cheat using our foot in the back. In fact, I'll stay at this angle so you can see my foot still there. But I would say first, try to do some knee on, and then do some little switches. So you get the feel of being alone on one knee for a little moment. Okay? Then, I'd say get really good at this one. Okay? Now, if I want to go up on a knee, I keep my posture up, not hands down. I'm just going to pick up for a second. Okay? See if you can get it longer and longer until you can just hold your foot up. But I'm really grabbing really hard with my foot here. Okay? So this is the prerequisite for doing the goofy kind of walk I could do. So let's see that one. Start off on one knee. Yeah, maybe keep a hand for this one to start. And I step over. And then I go up on this knee. And then I go over. And then I go up on that knee. And I go over. Up on this knee. And you keep walking backward. See ya. Now, as I said, this is all your own risk. Have some space. Do it on some mats or something to begin. But I'd say the most dangerous move is this one. Can't even wear the glasses for it. Is rolling back. I don't like to go straight over my head. I've seen some folks go straight over their head before. I can pull that off. I like to do basically like a judo roll over my shoulder. Okay? So it looks like you gotta do it with some confidence the first time. You can't do it slow. Okay, so I roll, pop up, and just land on your feet. Don't try to land on the ball. That's very unlikely. Okay, so eventually you can throw it into a hip switch, go up, and roll right into it. Let's see one more. That one wasn't that great. And there you have it. All right, thank you.